It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 wow. Lift it up.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Educational Friday. What's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all get up in here and like the video. We got a few things to discuss. It's a beautiful Friday. Yes, it is. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm sorry, y'all. I was eating some grapes. Sorry, y'all. Oh, all right. All over the place. Girl, look. Let me tell y'all something. Hey, Yusef. Hey, boo. Oh, first and foremost, you guys, I will be on vacation starting on Tuesday, so you will get pre-recorded content. I may go live a couple times just to, do a little yin, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, pre-recorded content is what you will get, okay? Because I will be where the water is see-through. See, in America, for the most part, not all parts, but in the most part of America, the water looks like Yoo-hoo. I'm not going by the Yoo-hoo water. I'm going by the see-through water. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I will be in Antigua, this week coming up. I think I should be able to go live Monday. Yeah, Monday I should still be able to go live or whatever. So I don't know. The morning, I might still be able. I don't know about the morning jokes. We'll see. But just don't be, boo, where you at, girl? I am over there sucking up this sun. It hit different over there. You know what I'm saying? Who birthday today? I saw somebody say their birthday today. Hold on. The sun hit different over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I will be. Shout out to me. Oh, but no, shout out to Sharita Gray. Happy birthday. Somebody else said their son got an early birthday. I seen somebody say that earlier too. I just want to say, let's get all the birthdays in, because you know how y'all, let's get all of them in before I play the song. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's just get all the birthdays in before I play the song, because I've been to play the song and then 50 people, my birthday, you know what I'm saying? So, but you guys, so other than being on vacation, you will be getting pre-recorded content. Also, I wanted to talk about Educational Friday 5 p.m. Educational Friday 5 p.m. We will have Top Cats on. It was something else I was about to say. I gotta stop reading the comments. Sorry, you guys. Like the video, first of all. Yeah. So also, you guys, these migrant gangs, I did a whole video on it on this channel. Y'all can check it out. That is happening, and that's what we're going to talk about today. The civil war that I believe, I don't know it to be fact, but I believe is in the near future. We may or may not see it in our lifetime, but we'll talk about that as well. Okay, Ashley said her birthday tomorrow, so we're gonna put you on here for the birthday for the day. We also have girl Tyrese. Did y'all see Tyrese? Did y'all see Tyrese in that interview? Did you see him? It was like Tyrese was so glad to be by another person like Shannon. Oh girl, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about that. Scammer still playing double dutching on blackness. And what else I put in this title? Oh, reparations. We're gonna talk about that as well. Shout out to, I guess, what is it? Wherever in California where they doing the reparations thing, they trying to see what's going on. We're gonna deal with that too. Y'all like the video when y'all come up in here. Let's get the birthdays going. Happy birthday, Sharita Gray. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And to the other young lady, I forgot your name. Happy birthday to you as well. And to the lady who said her son got an early birthday. Happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating a birthday. We love y'all down to the ground, okay? And we want nothing but the best for y'all. So y'all drop them cakes in the chat so we can get this birthday celebration going.
I told y'all niggas.
Girl, I done hit the wrong button. My bad, Sharita. Don't worry about that part. Now we ready. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sharita Gray, and everybody else celebrating a birthday. You guys, y'all know I love celebrating people's solar return. Another year in this place, in this piece. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to everybody celebrating a birthday. Listen. Also, yeah, show the baby this, Courtney. Make sure you tell the baby I said. You make sure you tell that baby I said. Happy birthday. Okay? Happy birthday from Voodoo Doll. Happy birthday. You guys, you know what I love about this version of the birthday? Listen, Kanye, even though he was pandering, trying to be a gospel choir, listen, Kanye told y'all off the cuff, it's money over here in gospel music. And he went and got it. I wasn't even mad. Hell, y'all letting Kirk Franklin stomp on y'all melodies from heaven. You know what I'm saying? So let Kanye in. I was mad with niggas. Oh, look at Kanye making a mockery of God. What you think all them people at your church doing? Let Kanye get his coin. Let him get his piece. And he got his piece and he got up out of there as he should. But the reason I love this version of the happy birthday song is because that first of all, that choir is like, girl, I'm trying to think what choir. Girl, that's the best choir I done heard since the Mississippi Mass Choir, girl. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gonna talk about Scamala too. But look, that was the best choir I have seen since the Mississippi Mass Choir in the 80s and the 90s, girl. First of all. Second of all, it's just fire. It's just, I love that. I love that for us, except the off clap. But I love it. You guys, y'all like the video, I want to show y'all before we get into the topics, random stuff. How many of you guys remember Dr. Now from My 600-Pound Life? Let me see if I can pull Dr. Now up. Hold on. Who remember Dr. Now? Y'all remember the girl who was who old man snuck that pizza in a hospital? And he came in and found the old pizza boxes and he said, who had this? And she said, the lady was like, oh, I did that, but no, she said, I don't know, it wasn't for me. And her old man stuck up and was like, it was me. And he looked at look, I want y'all to see this. This the girl right here. Hold on. I'm about to show you. This the girl right here. I want to say, oh, I love, hold on, before we play this, I love Justin Whitehead, the comedian, when he do this. Oh my God, y'all want to hear something funny? Go on Instagram and follow Justin Whitehead Comedy. This nigga be narrating My 600-Pound Life, and he be doing I ain't been on his page in a while, and he be doing what's the one where they be Horton and stuff? Horton, girl, he is hilarious. Listen to him. But this the girl I was talking about who hid the pizza boxes. Look.
Oh, I gotta see this shit.
I can't drive by myself.
No shit.
And it's very frustrating that I have to depend on someone else. Let me sit down.
No, you ain't. The fucking truck right there. Get your ass on in here where we can fucking go. You know what? Stay your ass home. Stay your fucking ass home. Go on back in the damn house. Oh, that'll be the goddamn day where I have to go through all this just to go get some fucking shit from the supermarket.
My legs hurt.
You wouldn't go with me. You wouldn't fucking go. Look at the goddamn legs on her.
I can drive, but it's very difficult for you.
You wouldn't drive me. See, look at that.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I'll be damn. I'll be damn. Go ahead, my ass. You can't even shut your own fucking car. I know that damn Tahoe is. Look how she got the wheel, that bitch.
It's almost to that point.
But look, I only bought this up. I just happened to see Justin Whitehead, so I clicked on that one. So listen, if you guys recall, on my 600-pound life, Dr. Now does this. He does the surgeries, right? He does the surgeries. He does the weight loss surgeries. You can get a gastric bypass or you can get a gastric sleeve, okay? On this show, though, in order for him to do the surgery, there are some requirements you have to go through before you can even get the surgery. So what are some of those requirements? Number one, you have to lose weight first. Depending on how big you is, depending on how much weight you need to lose, but he makes them lose at least 100 pounds on their own every time. Not only that, he make them go to therapy, because what you realize is, just like drugs, food are an addiction. I did a study on this in one of my psychology courses when I was in college. So what you guys don't realize is sugar is the most addictive thing you could ever come across. Period, point blank. Sugar. And there are sugars in every single thing you eat. And when I'm saying sugar, you thinking about like candy sugar. No, there's sugar in everything you eat. Therefore, henceforth, making food addictive. So there's an addiction happening there, which is why Dr. Now, before he has these surgeries, he makes the people go to therapy, because a lot of times overeating is trauma responses. Do you get it? So like, you may not think it is, because we eat because we have to eat. We just have to. Now in America, we make our food taste good. And in Black culture, you already know it's ridiculously good. So we not only eat to fulfill, we eat for enjoyment. Now with sugar being the addictive piece of it, with sugar being the addictive piece of it, when you overeat or when you start yourself to overeat, you literally create the addiction. So instead of just eating your regular meals and having a snack, maybe, however, whatever, and you continue to just, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, oh, I want that. And then it turns to, I have to have this, I have to have that. Why is this important? Dr. Now make these people do a few things before he do the surgery. But number one, he make them go to therapy. And number two, he makes them lose weight on their own. Now the mental is fixing whatever's going on the inside, so that you can stick to whatever new life you're going to have, because you're not going to be the same physically, mentally, emotionally, none of that. Then with the losing weight on your own, he wants to be able to see that you can do this without the help of the surgery. Why is this important? Because once your mental is right, once your mental is all together, then when it's time to get on this new lifestyle and this new wave and this new way of eating and a new way of now you're able to stick to that, because you fix the inside and you fix the outside. Well, the inside really fixes the outside. So why is this important? BBLs. First of all, no shade to nobody who got a BBL. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I cannot wait till they completely go out of style. Like, I want them gone forever. The worst thing, it was like the plague. The BBLs were the plague. Yeah, they were. But nevertheless, what I'm finding is a lot of the girls who had money, like their taxes, or when they was getting their money during Trump era, a lot of those girls when got BBLs, right? So what they don't know is, just like the gastric bypass or the gastric sleeve, there's work after that. It's not a one-time fix. It's not like you go to the doctor, he cuts you, and then you're good to go. No, you have to work to maintain it. Not only that, you have to renew said BBLs, meaning you got to go get your body done more than once. You cannot just get it and then walk away. But what I'm beginning to notice, yes, veneers too. What I'm getting to notice is when I go to like I don't go to Atlanta much because it's just annoying. But whenever I go to New Orleans, they got a whole heap of girls with the BBLs, especially in Atlanta. I'm noticing the girls who had the BBLs at the beginning, now their body's looking weird. But it's because they're eating, they not working out, they not doing none of that. They just go get the BBL and think they're good to go. But what happens is, especially with liposuction, wherever you lipo at, from what I hear, I don't know this to be fact, they say when you gain weight all around the areas that was lipo. Now, why is this important? Super Scent did I guess she was live or whatever, and she was talking about how she got BBLs or she got her body done and it was a literal waste of investment. She said she'll never do it again. She said because what people don't understand is you have to continue. It's almost like you have to put work into it. So going to the gym, you have to work out. You have to diet. It's not a one-time shot. And I find it, well, first of all, comical because at first, Super was saying at first that she didn't have no work done. But she said the first time, then she was saying all kind of other stuff. It was a whole bunch of conspiracy theories going on. But anyway, she was saying, she was giving contradicting statements. I'll say that. But now she's saying that she's had her body done, she's had work done, and it's the worst thing. Well, not the worst, but she said she regretted it. It was a horrible investment. I want y'all to peep this. Check this out.
Product of this, because when you get surgery, once you get cosmetic surgery, if you get lipo because you got love handles, and then once you get the lipo and then you start eating all crazy and you start gaining weight and you get lipo again, and then you start gaining more weight, then you get lipo again. It's a waste of an investment. I know because I wasted my investment doing it. It's a waste of investment. I don't want no more surgery. I don't want to lay on nobody else's table no more. I have no reason to go lay on anybody else's table. Why would you keep getting surgery? You're going to keep eating. That's why when people say, oh, she in the gym and she had surgery, she should be in the gym. It's called protecting your investment. You should, once you get surgery, you should go hop your in the gym. You should. Because why would you get surgery and not try to maintain your size? That'd be the stupidest shit. People say, she in the gym like she. What you trying to worry about when she had surgery? She should be in. You supposed to be in the gym after you have surgery. I am a fucking product of this.
So, I like what she said here. She said she invested in that and it was a waste of investment. She said because she had to go get more lipo on top of lipo because you're gonna gain weight. As women, period, even skinny women, you're at some point, maybe for 99% of us, we gonna gain weight. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is that temporary fix that was sold to Black women as a permanent fix, right? It literally backfires. It literally backfires because we thinking, okay, yeah, just go lay down on the table. But the gag is, no, it's not that simple. It causes an addiction because now you have to keep going back. Y'all remember that show Botched? What's that show with them? The Housewives of Orange County, or wasn't Orange County? That lady husband and his friend had the show, and they used to get. Is it Botched? That might be the same show. On Botched, y'all ever notice how some people come in just for extra surgery, like they just gotta go get it? There's an addiction piece to that. Not only that, they mess you up. So then you have to keep going get it. Now with her, she was saying that she kept going get it, lipo after lipo. HTX said investment. So this is the way I see it. I don't know if this is what she's saying, but this is the way I see it. Hold on. What's going on? Another level, what's going on? What is going on in the comments? That's my mod. Leave Grape Tea alone. Leave Grape Tea alone. That's my mod. Leave him alone. So look, so she's calling it an investment because y'all gotta understand, Super was a big old girl. Do y'all remember old Super? Do y'all remember? Y'all don't remember old Super. Let me go get old Super. Y'all don't remember old Super. Super didn't look nothing like this Super. This an old girl. Super was a big old, first of all, Super gotta be about 6'1", 6'2". Super a big old girl. Super is a huge girl. Super got to be about, I'm saying 6'1", because when I seen them one day, it was her in Tokyo Vanity. Both of them hoes about 6. But she said 5'11", all right, but I'm 5'4", so everybody looks 6 feet to me. Everybody looks 6 feet to me. But let me go find old Super, because y'all gotta see old Super. Y'all don't remember old Super Scent. We gotta go get Super Scent. The Super Scent that it's going into why she's saying an investment. Because remember, as a social media personality, at one time, especially during this BBL thing, you had to have a certain look. You couldn't just hold on. Ooh, I should. No, let me see. Super Scent. You couldn't just like be. Well, you could have, but people like caved in to the pressure. You know what I mean? And it just sucks. Hold on. What year we in? Let me do 2019. I think she started transitioning then too. In 2019. Hold on. Yeah, she was transitioning already. Hold on. We got to go back further. Y'all don't remember old Super. That's what it is. Let's do 2017. Because she was pregnant with Leah in 19. Hold on. Y'all got to remember old Super. Y'all don't remember old Super. I want to show y'all this because this is why she's saying it was an investment, because she lost all that weight. She got them people are speculating that Super got that Super had a gastric bypass because she had lost a ton of weight like extremely fast. See, y'all don't remember the transformation when it comes to Super Scent. Super Scent was a big old girl, like huge, tall and wide. And then Super Scent, all of a sudden we looked up, she was like losing buku weight. And everybody was like, man, what? Like, what is going on? What is going on? People were saying, because she was in and out of the hospital, people were saying that she had surgeries. They were saying that she had surgeries. And it did look like it because she lost a whole bunch of weight. But she never admitted to those surgeries. So what she would do is, she would, I ain't had that surgery. Now, she did admit to the arm surgery. I don't know if she ever admitted to the BBL. I found the face shot, but I want to show y'all like an old, like, y'all know these celebrities be having Google scrub these images. But you can see it in her face right here. She kind of give me Jasmine Sullivan tease. Look. Y'all remember this Super? You can't even see her body. But she did have arm surgery to remove her she got a stomach. Super Scent got a whole new body. The investment I'm saying all that to say this. The reason she's saying it was an investment because Super had to rebrand. She had to rebrand. So she rebranded by getting her image in her opinion, which would be like getting her image done, like getting her to be more appealing to the eyes. Y'all don't understand. Even in sales, the way you look makes the sale. Yeah, she transformed completely, huh, Keita? She ain't nothing like the old Super. I remember old Super, with the goals at the bottom. Like, I thought she looked good back then too. But, again, hanging around celebrities and stuff like that, y'all know how it go. But I'm saying that to say, because we getting off topic. I'm saying that to say when Super was talking about this whole BBL thing, and how it was a waste of investment, I think the piece that's missing, because she was like, oh yeah, you got to go to the gym. It's deeper than that. I think that, and I've always thought this, women who want BBL should have to undergo psychiatric observation. They should not observation. They should go to therapy. Because listen, all women have something that they're insecure about. I don't care if you're the most beautiful girl in the world. They're typically the most insecure, but every woman has something on their body they're insecure about, right? But what possesses that insecurity, or a woman to take that insecurity to such a level to where they risk their lives? And I get it. Women do a lot for our beauty. We do. You know what I mean? But especially even when there was a time where a lot of Black women were not making it off the table. Women were still like, I don't care. Hey, Mel, 1982. Women were still like, I don't care. I'm still going to get my surgery. And in my opinion, I think they need to undergo therapy, just like with my 600-pound life. Same thing when they talk about anorexic and bulimia. Anorexic and bulimians, is that the word? But people who suffer from anorexia and bulimic, I'm sorry, they go through psychiatric help. Why not the BBLs? Because what happens is, like she said, you gain weight, then you go back, then you gain weight, then you go back. You're gaining weight because you haven't fixed the inside. That's what it is. So with Super, shout out to Super. I don't like the new Super. I like the old Super. I take the Super 2 years ago. She still had a little meat on her. You know what I'm saying? She still had a little, the little bell pepper nose. And I know it's still bell pepper. It's just like a small bell pepper, But I like bell pepper nose Super. This Super is a new Super. Like, it's not the same type of Super. Like, I'm about to show y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And then we get into the topics. The new, I don't know, man. Shout out, though, but let's go get Super so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Here she go. Oh, I got an old picture. Oh, this an old Instagram. Look at Super. That's Super right there. This must be one of her. Oh, this her was damn Super. This an old Instagram. That's Super right there in the middle. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. They gotta have more on here. See? I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah, her and Judy been friends. From what I hear, Judy put on. This the Super I remember. And she was losing weight right there. You saying she wasn't that big. You haven't. Super is 5'11" in her words, 6 feet to me. Super was a big old, that was an Amazon girl. What you talking about? Girl, that was a huge girl. She started losing weight around these times, though. That's when she started losing weight. Girl, look at her and Lou. Girl. She was always pretty, though. It's an old one.
Fuck with your livelihood and your money. I don't give a fuck how much love, how much feelings, how much friends, how much family. If it's fucking with your money to where you're going without and it's fucking up your livelihood, let that shit go. Y'all be sitting up here having excuses about why you're broke. Man, I had to take care of this and I was trying to show him and I didn't. Fuck all that. You sound stupid. Ain't nobody gonna go broke behind you. So don't go broke behind nobody else. I don't give a fuck how much you love a nigga. If he's driving you broke, fuck him. I don't care how long your family been your family. If you got to go without to make sure they straight, fuck them. Times is hard, baby. We ain't got time to go without no more. Okay? The world fucked up. Ain't nobody giving us nothing. We got to get up and go get it. And I'd be a damn motherfucking fool to give it to a bitch who wouldn't give it to me. Even if you would give it to me, bitch. I can't give it to you right now.
So that's old Super. I don't want to do too much on that one, but I want to show y'all, because see, when I was doing the search, hold on. Super scent. Where you at, girl? Because I want to show y'all the new Super. There's a different Super now. What is her name on Instagram? Because see, that's a fan page that I was just on. Hold on. Let me get my phone. I'm about to show y'all right now. Did Super block me, girl? Oh, I think it's just super. I think she took the sin off. Hold on. There she go. I think this is. Yeah. So this is the new super. Look, still pretty, but that's a. Somebody in the chat said she was a clone. Somebody in the chat said the girl was a clone. I don't know if she a clone. She look good though. She look good. She look good. See? It's kind of different. Not kind of, it's super different. But, you know, that was hard. That's why she said it was an investment for somebody who asked about, I think it was HTX, whoever. When she say investment is because this is what keeps people following her as well. Now, granted, Super has a personality. People was going to follow her anyway. Like, she ain't have to do all of that. Super was going to have a following regardless. But people got to understand, in the age of social media, you have to do stuff like this, or people think they have to do stuff like this in order to keep an audience or to attract people. It's like you're not going to buy a car from a dirty salesman with dirty shoes on. He got to look good. He got to present good. It's the same thing. It's all sales. It's what it is. It's sales. Shout out to Super. But yay. So that's what she meant by an investment. But I do think that mentally, there should be a mental evaluation and therapy, not and or therapy, because that's a drastic decision to make as far as BBLs. But that's all I wanted to show y'all. Nevertheless, let's move on. Let's get into these topics because that wasn't supposed to be on here. I just wanted to do something light before we talk about the heavy stuff. Now let's get into Tyrese, y'all. Tyrese did an interview with what's that man named Shannon Sharp, and I could not stay on and watch 10 minutes straight of it. Tyrese has mental issues. Tyrese need to be seen by somebody. He babbles. He goes on and on and on and on and on. Not only that, he doesn't answer questions. Shannon Sharp was asking Tyrese stuff like, hey, Tyrese, so how do you feel? How was the relationship between you and your mother? This Tyrese. Well, so I grew up in Oakland. I grew up around gangs. And I remember Big Chief Huckleback, he stopped me one time on the road, and because I remember I had some weed, and he said, come here, boy, bend over. So I bent over, and then I would go around the corner to play basketball. And when I would get to the corner, I would see all these niggas in the hood. I'm walking over crack pipes. It was like a scene out of New Jack City. And I play ball, and I'm just trying to get to school. So I walk to school. By the time I get to school, you know, I'm sitting over here trying to figure out what's going on. So by the time I got to school, I ain't got no lunch money. So then when I leave school, I got to pass all these drug dealers. And it's niggas on the corner, Bloods, Crips, BDs, GDs, everybody on the corner. You know, because I know I'm gonna get a little slack for this, but you know, niggas gonna do what they gonna do regardless. You know what I'm saying? And as I get to cross the street from the Bloods to the Crips, by the time I get by the Crips, I'm like, Lord, please don't let these niggas mess with me, because I don't know when today gonna be my day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of the niggas in the hood trying to make it. So by the time I get past the Crips, because they understood that I was special, I get home. And I get home to my family, my mother, and my sisters, because I'm the baby of, I'm the youngest of 4. So I get home, and I say, Mama, do we have something to eat? And she said, yeah, I cooked. And it's on the stove. And I be saying, Nick, I was like, wait, what? Hold on. What? Tracy's take, I swear to God, on my dead brother and sister, this is exactly how the interview. I listen, they had a lot of people in the chat. They had a lot of things going on. I was trying to I was trying to stick it out. I really, even with the small clips, and I'm gonna show you proof. I ain't lying. I was trying to stick it out. I swear I was trying, but I was like, my nerve. He made me feel like I got ADD, and I know I don't have ADD. I know for a fact I don't have no ADD, ADHD. He made me feel like I had a mental problem because I was sitting here getting annoyed that this man asked you a simple question. How was your relationship to your mama or with your mama? And this nigga talking about everything but it. I was like, oh my God. It's almost like somebody pissing on you and telling you it's raining. I was like, oh my God. Get this nigga off my phone. It was triggering for me. It was, and I don't even know what it triggered, but it was just, I just didn't like it. So Tyrese does this interview with Uncle Shannon Sharp. First of all, he oversold it, talking about this interview gonna do way better than Cat Williams. Negro, please. You spent half the damn interview screaming and hollering about your ex-wife, how she married for business. Duh, duck, duck, goose. She's supposed to. She's a gold digger. They are trained. That's what they do. They are trained. Go after them Negroes with their money. Take their money and then dip. That's how it goes. And I think that Black people got to understand that marriage is a business. They only put love on it to produce it. Marriage is a business, or to promote it, I'm sorry. When you go through divorce, that's the nastiest thing you can do, going through a divorce. But when you go through that divorce, them people don't care nothing about how you feel. It's a contract you're breaking. It's literally what it is. When you sign that marriage certificate, that is the contract. When you break or void the contract, there's a process you have to go through, and it's all business. And what Black men had started doing was calling these women who know how to handle business, because that's what they're doing. They are great business women. Let's talk about it. Gold diggers are business women. And they instead of to downplay it or to demonize it, you know what they did? Oh, she a gold digger. She a gold digger. She a gold digger. Why is that a negative thing? Because I'm going to tell you now, I ain't never dated a nigga who ain't had more than me. Never in my whole life. No, I did one. No, I didn't. I was about to say one time, but I forgot. No, not that time neither. I ain't never dated a nigga that ain't had more than me. Never. Honestly, and I think it's because of my upbringing. My father was the provider. But honestly, I be looking at women like side eye, like, girl, why you know, but again, upbringing, you know what I'm saying? But they try to make it a gold digger thing, and that's what Tyrese did. And I knew for a fact that what Tyrese was going to do was Tyrese was going to start crying and bitching about this woman. And I'm saying, nigga, let it go. It's over. You lost. You lost on the marriage contract, and you lost on the child contract, because now the girl trying to drain it on that at the courthouse. Thank you for the super chat, MOB. Oh, congratulations, the wedding over. Boo, I'm busy. My wife said if she ain't pregnant before we leave this island, she gonna cancel me and get another one. You better get the skeeting. MOB, you better get the skeet off. Oh, ski. You better get the skeeting, boy. As she should. That's right. We want a baby MOB for the dollhouse. Sure do. Boy, you better get the skeeting off, boy. Hey, go call Boosie. Boosie know how to do it. Cam Newton, hit them up in the DMs. Hit up Nick Cannon. Hit him up. Go find that man on Iyanla Fix My Life, who had all them churn. And remember, Iyanla put them baby dolls in his hand and said, all these represent your kids. And he was holding all them baby dolls. Go find that man. There's a whole lot of ways. Congratulations, MOB. Congratulations. And yes, we need our Lanisa nephew, ASAP Rocky, okay? See, y'all so traditional. Didn't they used to do like that back in the days? Go get married and then go on a honeymoon and get pregnant. Girl, they don't do that. They don't make them like that no more. Shout out to MOB. Shout out to MOB. They don't do that no more. See, back in the day, you go get married and then the honeymoon is where you're supposed to get pregnant. Okay? Nowadays, these hoes, getting pregnant after the club. You don't even know the nigga name, girl. What is going on? But yeah, shout out to MOB. Congratulations. Oh yeah, Young Jock, go get him too. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you so much for the super chat. 7, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Voodoo, I respect and miss and love you and your channel. I went on yoga retreat, so there was no playing on my phone, yet I had fun. Well, I'm glad you did. I am so happy you took time off. Thank you, 7, and I hope you came back refreshed and ready to go. Thank you. Thank you, Charlotte Lenore, for becoming a new member. And April LeBlanc, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Voo. Good morning, April. Good morning. Let's get into Tyrese, girl, with these interviews because he drove me crazy. Now here, let me see if this is the one I want to play. Tyrese was talking about the orange juice people. And Tyrese says that black people are fragmented. I agree with that. But not only that, Tyrese also says that we shouldn't be mad at the orange juice people. And I'm saying, why are we mad at the orange juice people? I mean, we have reason to be. And we have valid reasons for the reasons why we're mad. But I think I got the message, but I understand why people were offended. I wasn't offended. It was just kind of like, shut the fuck up, Tyrese. You know what I mean? Like, shut your ugly ass up. It's almost like he was trying to give us it was almost like Tyrese was trying to give us like drop a nugget on us by safely not disrespecting the unmentionables, but making them look good at the same time. It was so layered. You know what I mean? Let's hear what he got to say about the orange juice people, because this is the one people was mad about. Hold on.
Would you?
Oh, let me pause here. Them folks made that nigga put on that dress. I like them slides though. I ain't gonna lie. Them shoes, they fire. But them people, he said he just hurry up and grabbed this robe and came out there, but don't worry about it because Jesus wore dresses like this. Girl, first of all, what's Jesus? The white Jesus? Because we don't even know who that cracker is. Secondly, Tyrese came on here and said he was musty and he ain't take no bath. And he just grabbed the robe. You couldn't send an assistant down to the local CVS to get you a stick of deodorant, you funky bastard. So now you over there covered up in a goddamn robe, no drawers on probably, and you musty? Hell no. We would have had to start. We would have had to delay this. Somebody go down to the doggone to the store and get this man some Gillette or something. Not Gillette, whatever the men's deodorant is. Matter of fact, get him some Secret. They say strong enough for a man and made for a woman. Somebody go down to the CVS and get this nigga a stick of Secret. But I believe them people made him put that dress on. I'm just saying. Let's get into what he talking about with them folk.
Agree or disagree that physically on earth, there's more black people than the overall Jewish community? Yes or no? Talking about if you were born and raised Jewish, are there more physical people a part of the Jewish community than the overall black community in numbers?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
I would probably say there's probably more black when you look at the continent of Africa.
Yeah, the whole world.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yes.
We got to stop thinking the most black people. Well, Africa is inhabited as a continent by the most black people in numbers per. Well, I can't even say per because they be hiding them other black people all over the world. But black people are all over this earth. They are in the coldest place and the hottest place. We got to get out of Africa. Come up out of Africa. I get it. He's talking about when you count Africa. No. Count the world. We come from the land. We come from the sun. We sun people. Melanated people inhabits the entire earth. I just want to add that part.
See, they got their shit together. Community, working with each other, doing dinners every Friday, putting the phone down and discussing the chess moves in the play. See, us as black people, we're fragmented. You can't do nothing fragmented. Can't do nothing jealous and envious. Now, this is not going to go viral because I got a Jewish daughter. So relax.
Don't that sound like the white people when they be saying, I have a black friend? Thank you, Chocolate Sunshine, for the cash app. Don't that sound like them black people when they be saying, but I have a black friend? Like, shut the fuck up. So this is what he's doing. I'm only stopping it so they won't copyright me. Listen, this is what he's doing. What he's doing is trying to say black people be like the Jews or whatever, but he's very careful with his words to where he won't be over here on an apology tour giving millions of his money down to the anti-Jewish the legislation thing. You know what I'm saying, that they have. So he's bigging them up while trying to make a point to us. So that's why he says we're fragmented, and then they can go sit down and sit at the dinner table and without the phones and discuss and plan and they work together as a community. We all know Black Americans, let alone everybody else. We not doing it, but there's a system in place that assures and also repeats the indoctrination of us not working together. Just so we add that piece in.
Latinos, the Latin community, they don't move as a fragmented race and culture. That's why they own everything. That's why they buying up all of the businesses.
That's not true. The Latinos aren't buying up the businesses because they move together. They're being helped by the government. But go ahead.
The Asian community, they don't move as a fragmented culture. That's why they buying up everything. Now, white people got that same blueprint. And yet, this is what's scary, boys and girls. We are the most powerful, influential race, period. Not by net worth, not by politics, culture.
Let me ask y'all a question. And I hate to keep stopping them again. I'm only stopping them so they won't copyright me. But let me ask you a question. He made a lot of sense. If the Asians move as a unit, the Latinos move as a unit, all these people have more money and resources than we do, yet we control everything through our culture. See, I guess I understand things different when people talk. I don't look left to right. I kind of go right to left. Does that make sense? So when he's saying this, what I'm gathering is he's saying these people move as units and we're fucked up. We're fragmented. But even through that, we dictate the world, like everything, music, food, entertainment, language, everything. We dictate it because without us, all of these people, they fail through business, through all of it. And I'm looking at it as they know something about us that we don't. They know who we are. We don't know who we are. And that is done by design through all of these things that they've done over time, right? So he's not saying nothing wrong. He's not saying nothing wrong. But what he's saying is everybody moves as a culture and are successful. We are fragmented and are unsuccessful, yet we are the most powerful. That just says a lot. That should say a lot about who we are as a people. That should open your eyes. Like, we the most messed over people in the entire planet, yet our power never leaves. I just wanted to add that in because that's a very important point.
You know how many things has been done to us to beat the shit out of this smile, and I'm still smiling. The resilience of Black culture after every attempt to kill and literally get rid of us, wipe us off the face of the fucking earth, and we still smiling, still in the videos dancing, still influencing what they're wearing, what they're doing, what the direction that they're deciding to move in. We're not watching them the way they watching us.
Facts.
But they got their shit together, so they always gonna win.
I think it's way more nuanced than that. It's not because they have their shit together. It's because the powers that be and other people are working together to keep us in the position that we're in. And for self-accountability for Black Americans, we like being there. We like being in the position that we're in. We like it. I think we love it. I think the thoughts, this is just what I believe. I believe the thoughts of Black Americans as a collective, not you per se. Don't get on here and say, not me, boo, not me. We got to get out of our individual mindset. Let's talk about as a collective. I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. We got to start thinking as a unit, as a collective. I'm sorry. We are comfortable where we are as a collective, meaning you ever go to a hood? I know for like New Orleans. I was talking to my old man about this yesterday. Before Hurricane Katrina, them folks ain't never left New Orleans. Like most of the people never left the city, and it was okay. They didn't want to go nowhere. They were comfortable in poverty, comfortable in horrible schools, comfortable in all of the degeneracy. They were comfortable to the point where, and it's one thing to want to just go home and be home, but it was to the point where when we all got scattered out, there were people who knew they had nothing to go back to, and they did not care. They needed to go back to that comfort zone. I think there's a level of comfort amongst the community, you know what I'm saying, that we are accustomed to. Because we will sit up here and have fake outrage about police killings. We don't give a damn about no nigga getting popped. We see it every day. Log into Twitter, girl, you're going to see one. We don't care about that. But it's fake outrage. We go through the fake outrage with the racism, fake outrage with white supremacy, fake outrage with this, fake outrage with that. But we ain't never got together and be like, yo, let's start raising some, because you can't change the old folks. Let's start creating or breeding a group of children, because that's where you start. That's where they start. Let's start breeding a group or a collective of babies who have a different mindset than the ones of these adults. That's the only way we fix this. Listen, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. This is what they say. I didn't say it. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. The reason that is because most people get set in their ways, right? So my thing is, very few adults are going to get with the program. They already stuck. They already comfortable, like the people today. What I'm saying is, instead of us saying, you know what, let's get a group of like-minded people, and we're going to start doing things like promoting different education to our children, like not just relying on the Department of Education. Right, that's the thing. Shot, I'm glad you said that. The world ain't paying attention to us unless they want us to vote for something they want. Exactly. In between these elections, in between all of this mainstream stuff, we could really be plotting and scheming. But why not get with some like-minded people, even online? And I think online is the best because you can reach a further distance and start talking about a different type of education for our kids. Because as long as we rely on the Department of Education to educate our kids, we are screwed. We are screwed. But we have gone completely away from, as it pertains to us with our babies, we don't even spend time with our babies. We are detached from our babies. We put an iPad in front of our babies and then we be on our phone. My mama was the first person that taught me my ABCs. You see what I'm saying? My 1, 2, 3s. When I got to kindergarten, I was already ahead of the class. Girl, I was helping the lady. My mama tell this story all the time. When I got to kindergarten, I was helping the teacher teach. I was already ahead, girl. I was like, oh, girl, this is okay. Okay, I know this. Okay, you need help. Look, A, B, C. You know what I mean? We don't do that no more. And listen, I'm not obtuse to understand or not understand how that is done by design, because it is. They keep us engaged into social media. But we have to have a balance. We need to start breeding a group of babies that has a completely opposite mindset of the ones that we have. Make them aware, but completely different than Joe Blow down the street. Because when you ask Joe Schmo down the street, what you think about the community, he don't give a damn. Hell, he want to rob them. You know what I mean? So, but it starts from the womb, really. But it really starts from infancy. It starts from infancy. And we can create another group of people, but I don't even think that there's a large population or even a third of the population that are interested in that. I think it's so small. It's such a small group of people that is, I'll say this because I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be half glass empty. Let's go half glass full. Even if it's 10 people, I think that if those 10 people have kids and then they have kids and then boom, 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 I think it's a start. And I think that it can work. It may take long, but it can definitely work. But we can breed out the type of people that we have because, like I say, everybody in their mammy know who we are. Everybody benefits off of who we are, except us. Except us. He made a good point when he was talking about them people down there that play football, basketball. They know how to come together to win championships, but that's it. It's all individualistic. So I was just saying that on that part. But Tyrese was on here talking crazy, girl. Tyrese was saying any damn thing. And at this point, I was saying I could not sit through that ADHD bullshit. I was like, Tyrese is full of shit. I just can't. I just can't. Something about him just don't sit right by me. And I hate that because I love him as an artist. I absolutely love Tyrese as an artist. I want to play this one more clip because this one is a good point he made too about people acting like they happy on social media and the whole time they be in the damn gutter.
You just couples goals won't be couples goals if them niggas upload them arguing every goddamn day.
Right.
Why are they couple goals? Because you put a filter on it, you didn't cut and paste it, you didn't grab the ribbon and bought that motherfucker Hermes bags that she didn't deserve. You just met this nigga. Fuck, you bought 12 Hermes bags for the Birkin with the gator. Shit, $100, $200, $300,000 for that thing.
Yeah, them
You just got this nigga. You just met her last week. You just sent her a DM. What are you doing? You're insecure and you're buying too much shit trying to impress somebody, but what you're doing for them because you know they don't feel that way about you. So you're trying to purchase your way into feelings. And then you put the shit up on Instagram and you got everybody believing that the love is the love, but you have purchased your way into the love. That nigga don't feel that way about you. That's uncomfortable. So you put a filter on it, you edit it, you cut and paste it, and then you're living in it. You've been living the lie for so goddamn long, you believe your own lie. You've been telling that same lie over lunches and dinners sitting across from other couples. They're real. Your shit is fake. Y'all niggas argued all the way to the restaurant and all the way home. You're sleeping in 2 different rooms. When you gonna upload that? When you gonna upload the fact that I love you, but I don't like you? When they gonna put that out there? They not gonna do it. Because the concept of couples goals is way more sexy than niggas knowing I hate your goddamn guts.
I can sum that up for him right quick. People don't live in the real world anymore. They live on social media. Even though people exist in the actual world, they live on social media. That's a better way to put it. Even though a lot of people exist in the actual world, they live on social media. This is why arguments and things going on social media is not happening in real life for the most part. So these couples goals, these Instagram models, it's all because they are living on social media. Yeah, it's called lying too. They be lying down. Then when they break up, they be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Of course. Of course. They've been showing you a facade. That's why I've never really been into, like, I put one relationship I was in on social media and I said never again. Because after me and that nigga broke up, niggas like, well, where that nigga at? No. But even after that, I was like, I feel like people who be all on social media with their couple shit be the most miserable. But people live on social media but exist in the real world and they just be lying. It's all a facade. It's all fake is what it is. It's staged and it's fake. That's why you have editing tools. That's why you have, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. I love this comment, Love Crumb. Man, Vu, do you realize how far ahead of the game you got to be to convince people that paper has a real value? Yes, I do. And to be completely honest, Love Crumb, you don't have to be that far ahead of the game. You just gotta outthink the people that you're ruling. Not even outthink them. You just have to know what their next thoughts and what their next steps are going to be. You gotta understand. Before them folks came to America and see them melanated people, they spied for years and years and years. They spied. They studied our behavior. They're still doing it to this day. They studied the behavior of the people here, studied what they were doing, what time they got up, what time they went to bed, they worship practices. They studied everything. So by the time they came over here and conquered, they already knew how to do it because they had studied it. Now, as it pertains to paper money, all you have to do is, TikTok is a perfect example of this. TikTok is a perfect example of this. Y'all remember that girl, Make Me Sweat, you remember that song? Portia did a TikTok to that song. I want to say that's where it started. Correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody in the mall did the same. They follow suit. Give me my money, whatever that crap is. One person did it. Everybody follows suit. Look, I'll give you another one. Demure. One gay guy came on TikTok and said, you have to be demure. You got to be this. You got to be that. And I kept seeing this demure word coming up. And I'm like, what the hell is where they getting this from? And I log into Instagram and I see the man saying it. And I see everybody following suit. If you ever want to know how these people conquered us, TikTok is the best physical example you can get. They call it trending. So when it comes to the paper dollar, all they have to do is have a small group of people who say that it has value. And guess what everybody gonna do? The same thing they do on TikTok. Follow suit and copycat. You get it? See, when these so-called founding fathers found this place, they put into play that we want to make them believe that they have control, but they really don't. We want to make them believe this is democracy, but it's really not. And the reason for being is that they say that we are not intelligent enough. And I'm not talking about just Black Americans. I'm talking about people in general. People. I don't care where you're from, what color you is. The powers that be thinks that we're not intelligent enough to make our own decisions. And I'm not going to hold you. Every time I go to TikTok, I say, I see why. Every time we come up for an election, I see why. It's certain things that happen in the world. Hell, every time I log into social media, I see why. Because you got people using the demure word, in real life. And they got it off of TikTok. One gay guy got on here and said, see how my hair is? I don't know what he said, but I'm very demure, calm. And everybody around here, demure. It was like watching copy paste. If copy paste were people, I was looking around and everybody hollering demure. I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. I was like, man, what does it mean? From what I understand, demure means like calm, low key type tease. They took it and made it something different, but demure was supposed to be from the lady who explained it on TikTok. She said it was like being under the radar, low key, calm type stuff. But that's how they got people that's how they got people to think that paper had value. And remember, America is the hub of everything. Whatever happens over here, people everywhere else gonna follow. And once they started seeing that we adopted it as a currency, the world had their currency that they can trade as well. Now, I heard, I want to say about a year ago, some countries in Africa and Russia was creating their own currency or something like that to weed out the dollar and all. But the dollar is literally a piece of paper. It's literally what it is. That's why they took away what we were doing before, barter systems. See, before we were trading. There was no money. There were no coins. We traded. They took that away on purpose so that they can institute something that they control. Literally. And it's the money. It's literally the money. That's all it is. But resources is really the real currency. We just don't see it. Girl, they got us paying for water, girl. Water. They got us paying for lights and water in cold air. Girl, they got, you know, in certain countries, especially Caribbean countries, a lot of those people, they get their water from the rain. They have this traction. My homeboy from where this nigga from? One of them Caribbean countries. But my homeboy said back at home, they have this traction on top of the house. And what happens is when they use the water for rain, for food, I mean for showers and food, not showers, but baths and foods, it comes from the rain. And they have this traction on top of the house. And when it rains, it kind of goes through this system and then it comes down, and that's where they get their water. We over here paying for water. And not only that, do you know that if you were to build a contraption like that on your house in America, you going to jail? Do you know that? Why is that? Why is it that we can't use what's free for us? If you built the same contraction on your house right now, and the people find out, whoever your water company is, they find out, or even the city, you will get fined and you will go to jail for using natural resources. My little nephew, he's an engineer now. And one of his homeboys up in DC had realized that, I want to say it was, please don't quote me. I'm just giving an example because I don't remember what it was he used. I'm about to show you how big this government shit is. He had used, I'm going to just use for example, but I want to say it was like canola oil. One of them Earls we be around here cooking with. Listen, he found a way to use that as fuel for vehicles. I don't know how he did it. Don't quote me on it. This is a real true story. He goes to school, show these people, oh snap, y'all, look what I found you can do. Mind you, these are engineers. This is what you're supposed to do. Do you know the government came and tapped that boy on the shoulder and told him to never speak of that again, and to not even ever like basically told him, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. The government. No, not the police, not the sheriff, but it's one of these items in here that we cook with. It's literal fucking fuel. You know, gas $4 a gallon, $3 a gallon where I'm at. And he found how to use the shit we in here eating and consuming to be fuel, and the government pulled that boy aside. Why is this important? There's a system in place that makes us pay for the things that we naturally have, right? And that's done by design, because if you can get it for free, then you won't care about the paper, the dollar. You won't care about it because you don't need it as much, because you're bartering things for the things you need, for food, for shelter, for water. Then that diminishes the value of that paper that we call a dollar. So yeah, but yeah, the government up in DC came and grabbed that boy and said, oh no, don't you do that. Don't you do it. So ask yourself why that is, you guys. Ask yourself why that is. We know why it's rhetorical, but ask yourself why that is. Naturally beautiful me. Thank you for the super chat. Welcome to the party. You're late. That's a shout out to me, LOL. That Tyrese answering a question was spot on. I'm at work crying, trying not to laugh too loud. Safe travels to you, my acorn sister. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, 7 insecurities too. Yes, that's another thing too. It's Bree. Thank you for the super chat. I have been in a 30-year relationship with my best friend. We have one son. His high school sweetheart friends first works better. Yeah, friends first works better. Absolutely. Because love fades and goes. It's fickle. You'll love somebody today, hate them tomorrow. And God knows, especially with women, when we get into a hate part, girl, it's over. Thank you for the super chat, the girl Shine. That girl Shine. I'm glad you came up in my recommendations. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, and welcome on in. Welcome on in. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on by. Thank you so much. Listen, the shit we over here frying our fish in is real. It's fucking gas, girl. Allegedly. Don't come get me, DC. Now, let's move into something else. You guys, I want to go to, where do I want to start, child? So much. Because I'm done with Tyrese. But he made some points, but I just couldn't sit through that interview. I just didn't have it in me to do it. I'm sorry. I could not. I'm like Jocelyn when she was getting pregnant and having that baby. I cannot. I just could not. I want to go to reparations. Now, I can't play this video. No, before we go to reparations, let's get her up here. Y'all remember Cam Newton did that interview with that lady? And in that interview, Cam said he want more kids, but he don't want to get married. And when the lady said, by who? He said, by whoever, just God give them to me. And meanwhile, this girl, what's her name? Jasmine. I don't know her. She don't look like Acorn, but she's over here trying to convince us that she's super happy and love being a servant. And I'm over here saying, girl, your nigga just was on his podcast telling another woman that you his third baby mama, 8 kids, even though you told us 6. He said he have 8 kids. Where the other 2 come, I don't know. But you is on here trying to convince us that you are happy being a servant. I just love being a servant. I love to serve. My life calling was to serve. Serve. Bitch, you need to be a waitress then. Let's get her up here in her response to her man embarrassing her for the umpteenth time. Let's get her up here.
Helping me cook. We got the quesadillas, the yellow rice, the pico, the chalupas are made to order. The special tacos are made to order. Everything else here is done. Chopped up the lettuce real thin like I like it. Everything is good to go. I'm just waiting for everybody to get home so they can have a hot meal after practice. And it's up and it's stuck. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Now that everything is done, I'm going to put my baby to sleep. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what brings you guys joy, but it really brings me joy to serve. I love being a servant. I love to serve. It just brings me joy. I love it. I love serving. I love it. I love it. I don't give a damn. I'll be up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, cooking breakfast, serving. I just love that. I love it.
You are ugly. You are lying. The truth ain't nigga. How many? Listen, this how you. I don't pay attention to what people say. I listen and then I watch. Watch how many times this bitch tell us she loves to serve and then talking about how tired and through she be. Look.
Guys, joy, but it really brings me joy to serve. I love being a servant. I love to serve. It just brings me joy. I love it. I love serving. I love it. I love it. I don't give a damn. I'll be up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, cooking breakfast, serving. I just love that. I love it. Yeah. It's like,
girl, put a 1 in the chat if you believe her. Put a 2 in the chat if she full of shit. You with a nigga who worth millions of dollars and you got to get up at 5:30, not for your baby, because you a brand new mama. You a brand new mama. You're not getting up 5:30 to feed your baby and make sure your baby's straight. No, bitch. You getting up 5:30 in the morning to flip 1,000 pancakes for that damn football team he got in there, or them churn. And you got a baby to deal with. And you over here smelling his drawers. Bitch, as a woman, I know you a motherfucking lie. If you gonna get up here and tell us, I love to serve. I love to serve. I deserve. I love to serve. I just love it. There's just nothing. I love waking up 5:30 every morning, feeding my baby, cooking for all the kids, and slaving until 3 a.m. the next night. I just love it. Stop it. Stop it. Girl, who are you trying to convince? Us or you? Watch her body language and watch what she's saying. Look.
Done. I'm going to put my baby to sleep. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what brings you guys joy, but it really brings me joy to serve. I love being a servant. I love to serve. It just brings me joy. I love it. I love serving. I love it. I love it. I don't give a damn. I'll be up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, cooking breakfast, serving. I just love that. I love it. Yeah. It's like, it just gives me purpose. And now with the new baby, now I just feel even more purposeful, especially like when I breastfeed. I feel so full of life. I love it. I love it. Come on.
Girl, who the you think we is? I just love it. I love to serve. I love it. This is the part that got me. This one I knew she was lying right here. Look.
Love serving. I love it. I love it. I don't give a damn. I'll be up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, cooking breakfast, serving. I just love that. I love it. Yeah.
Right there. Right there. I just love it. I love it. Yeah.
30 in the morning, cooking breakfast, serving. I just love that. I love it. Yeah.
Girl, who you think we is? Boo Boo the fool? Girl, that nigga got you slaving. No, I don't even think he got her slaving. She slaving because she want to slave, because she trying to prove, I know I got baby number 8 and I'm baby mama number 3, but I'm going to be better than the first one and the second one. Girl, he had 4, 5 kids with the first one and didn't marry her and was with her for years and scolds and blows. Then he turned around and had another old lady and had kids with her. Bitch, you number 3. My mama always said this, a tiger can't change and don't change its stripes. What are you trying to do? You over there stressing yourself out. You about to damn near pass out. You probably don't even realize you're going through PTSD because you're around there telling yourself as morning affirmations, I love to serve. I love to serve. I love to serve. She probably got it on sticky notes all around the doggone house. I love to serve. Self-affirmations because you think you're going to be the prize. Don't we see this happen all the time? Like, and then from what I hear, because I don't know her, they say she used to be preaching against the very thing that she's doing. Now you over here serving and serving and serving, and this was the next slide. I was weak.
Hey, Maid. I see you got on your May outfit like you always do. I don't blame you. You got it clean. Hey.
Look, when somebody put that second slide there, I had to repost. Look at Jocelyn, girl. Y'all remember this slide? This when we first met Jocelyn and them.
Hey, Maid. I see you got on your May outfit like you always do. I don't blame you. You got it clean. Hey.
Girl. And guess what? When the new bitch come in, because she on the way, she gonna do just like she gonna do her, Jasmine. This gonna be the new bitch. This gonna be her in there being a homemaker in another nigga home. And this gonna be the new bitch.
Hey, Maid. I see you got on your May outfit like you always do. I don't blame you. You got it clean. Hey.
Girl. Meet us here in 6 months to a year. Meet us here in 6 months to a year, and we'll be back to discuss the demise of the couple's goals. Okay? Because it's coming. It's on the way. It's like an album. It's about to drop. I promise you. That shit right there, girl, Cam don't value nobody. Cam need to see a therapist. It's about to drop. So, yeah. Let's get into reparations. Girl, Tamika Mallory, girl. First of all, FBA is over there fighting for reparations. I heard they have something going on in California where Governor Gavin Newsom basically started a reparation task force. Well, no, they organized a reparations task force. He signed off on that to get niggas to vote. And niggas like, oh, yeah. They went down there and got their sticker. Okay. And then immediately following, they say they came up with all the plans and then poof, be gone. They ain't heard nothing. Now, according to the lady from California, I forgot who that was, Tyrese was interviewing. She said that one of the people from the caucus came up with these plans and these proposals, and he presented it. He did it by himself with the help of them, obviously. And when he presented it to the government and to the caucus, they want to shoot it down because they feel like he didn't include them. Camilla Brown, that's her name. Thank you. They felt like that they didn't include them, but that's done on purpose, girl. They not okay. I'm not even gonna be negative. I'm not gonna be a negative Nancy. So they were doing a rally, or they supposed to be going down there today in California. They 3 hours behind, so it's what 8:35 where I'm at. So they're supposed to be in Watts. Yes, they're supposed to be in Watts today to try to push them people because they got to pass this or push this through by Saturday. They have to push this through by Saturday. Okay, so the lady is kind of leading the task on that for Black people in Watts. If you in Watts and you Black and you want reparations, go down there. FBA, if the FBA people in here, Tariq Nasheed people, if you in here, yes, Saturday is tomorrow. Yes, Saturday is tomorrow. I have one thing that I would suggest to the FBA people who are fighting for reparations anywhere. You have to do your genealogy. Your DNA tests are for entertainment purposes only. They are not used. I'm talking about the 23andMe and all of them. Listen, that cannot be used in any type of court proceedings. You are going to have to do your genealogy to prove that you have a lineage from that time that was enslaved. I know it sounds like I'm hating. I swear to God, I'm just giving you the advice you need. You have to do your genealogy. You can't just go down there and say, I'm Black. I've been writing down I'm African American, so that belongs to me. That don't go like that. You have to go down and get your genealogy. You have to do your genealogy to see where and who was in your lineage or in your ancestry that was enslaved. I'm telling you, see, they purposely leave that part out because if, let's just say, God willing, y'all get it to where they have to entertain it. Listen, they're very smart. Them people think 11 steps ahead. We think for the day. Them people think for 100 years down the line. So what they're saying is, what they're gonna do is, if by God's will, you go down there and it gets through. They say, okay, we about to give out reparations. If you have not done your genealogy to prove that you have lineage or ancestry tied to slavery, they're not gonna give it to you. You being Black enough, or you being Black is not going to be enough. So I just promote for all the people who want reparations, do your genealogy. You have to do it all the way at least back to when slavery was here. You can't go back to 1895. That don't count. I'm telling you. Now you can possibly use that freedmen's situation. That could possibly be a fix, but you cannot just do it off the fact that you're Black. You just can't. Because as we can see, everybody in their mammy want to be Black American now. Everybody in their mammy say they Black American now. So that's my only advice to the people who are going to fight for reparations. Have your genealogy ready. So when you go and say, hey, this is if they pass it, have your genealogy ready and in hand. Say, yup, it belongs to me. Look, this is my grandmother. Or look, this is my great-great-grandfather. This is my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. Have that intact. Okay? So that's my only, I'm not even hating on the reparations argument. I really hope that y'all get it. I truly hope that y'all get it. I swear to God, because that's a California thing. But listen, FBA has been fighting for cash payments and reparations. Vicky Dillard, Michi X, all them people been doing that for since the beginning of time, for years and years and years, right? So the reason, from what I recall, because I'm not in the ADOS people neither, but American descendants of slaves, the reason that was created was to say, hey, we are a specific group of people who suffered a specific group of things, and we need to be reparated for the things that we went through. Now, I don't know what all she had under the umbrella, but from what I understand, that's what ADOS began, and that's why it began, and that's what it was, okay? Now, Tariq, according legend has it, I don't know this to be fact, so don't drag me. Legend has it, Tariq was over there playing with ADOS. Then they say he co-opted the movement and then turned around and made FBA. And some people say he did that because the clear people was creeping in on American descendants of slaves, because language is important. Language is important. Language is important. Because y'all don't want to hear this, but these are the facts. Clear people were slaves too. So when you say American descendants of slaves, they got a whole lot of people that can claim on that. Okay, now, fast forward, Tariq makes FBA. foundational Black Americans, right? And we was just in a battle all week about that. But they have been going down to DC, doing their big one, doing their thing for cash-based reparations. Now, you have to factor in that they flooded America with a lot of Black immigrants, right? Our cousins for the most part. But they flooded America with a lot of Black immigrants, and some of them, not all of them, some of them are trying to co-opt the movement by saying, hey, we all need reparations because we were all slaves. And I agree. Everybody, every Black melanated person in the Americas need to be reparated, whether your ancestors were slaves or not, because them people came over here and stole everything from you and then told you a lie and told you that you come from somewhere else. That way you won't go back and say, run me back my thing. You know what I'm saying? So the reason they came over here, took your shit, killed a lot of your people, and then through children came in there and told you, oh yeah, you come from over here, so you won't be look. It's the major look trick. Oh, you look over there. Why they over here? That's what they did. Oh, Tasha Peters said, "Vu, she also tried to get us to vote down ballot Democrat." And Tyreek was like, hell no. Oh, now that the plot thickens. The plot thickens. But hold that point, because I want to make this point and come right back. I'm gonna keep you up there, Tasha Peters, because we're gonna talk about that. Listen, I think all my people from the Americas should be reparated. But you have to go back to who did that to you and get the reparations from there. Haiti should be reparated. They gotta go talk to the French. The Caribbeans need to be reparated. They got to go talk to the English people. If that's why, yeah, I believe it was the English people and some of the Spaniards, the Afro-Latinas, the Black Mexicans. Y'all deserve reparations, but y'all got to go to them Spaniards who came over there and did y'all dirty. It is completely wrong for them to come to FBA and attach themselves to us to get our reparations from what, because y'all had specific things happen to you guys. We had specific things happen to us. Okay. So with that being said, I think that we should all get reparations. And sometimes, just like laws, it starts in one place and then it spreads. If FBA were to come together enough and be reparated, rather it's through land, through money, through any of it, if we were to come together and be successful in that, do you know it's like dominoes falling after that? Then Jamaica, y'all gonna go start getting y'all reparations. Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. I'm talking about the Black people over there. All of y'all will be reparated, but we can't be crabs in the bucket. We can't be the one at the bottom pulling the one at the top. But you know, I said this before on the podcast, and this is deep. Let me tell y'all something. I used to look at the crabs in the barrel because I'm from New Orleans. We go crabbing. We go crabbing a lot. And I remember we used to be with my stepdad, and my stepdaddy loved going crabbing. We go, you know, take the crabs, go burrow crabs. He'll put some meat on the grill. He got his Budweiser. We out there, you know, we'll probably go to City Park or wherever the case may be. But what I remember is whenever we would cook the crabs, you got to pull them out the bucket, right? When you pull a crab out the bucket, it looks like the one at the bottom is holding on to the crab at the top, so you can't pull the crab from the top. But I recently found that that's false. The crab at the top, no, he about to go on the glory. He's pulling on the one at the bottom. You get it? He's on some, if I gotta die, nigga, you coming with me. And the one at the bottom is over there like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's hard to pull them apart. And that's the real crab in the barrel mentality. Because they know when crabs are captured, they know they are food, they are done. That's why they typically try to run if you knock the bucket over. They know when them people, when that human or whatever they see us as start pulling us out of the bucket, your ass on gone on the glory. Now, why is this important? We don't need that to be the situation as it pertains to these reparations. I know for me, I don't want no check. I'm going to get everything that's owed to me. And the check is only a small fragment of what is owed to me because I've done my genealogy, okay? But for the people who are going down to get a check, I'm in full support of them, and I want our allies to be in support of us as well. But let Black America go and get their check by themselves. Let Black Americans go get their checks. Because guess what? Instead of you trying to be greedy, my mom always said, being greedy, get you caught. Instead of you trying to go and be greedy and try to stick to something that really don't belong to you, you know what I mean? Help them. And then guess what? Black Americans, we so forgiving and so sweet. You don't think we gonna come over there and help y'all? Girl, we love a vacation. We will be down there in Jamaica, girl, out there on the beach at night and fighting for justice during the day. Any one of them islands, girl, we just need a reason. We just need a reason. So with that being said, we got to get these immigrants, these immigrant Black Americans who are trying to leech on and latch on to the reparations movement. Because guess what? It's going to be more than money. Because us who understand our genealogy know that they owe us way more than a check. So then how y'all going to latch on to that if you don't have ancestry that tie you back to this land? I think that the immigrants should just stand down and either be an ally or watch. And then after you see how it go for us, then boom, get somebody to take notes. Like, nigga, hey, remember how they did this? Boom, 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 boom. Let's do that. So I find it really messed up that we have that crab in the barrel mentality across melanated people, period. It's not just the Caribbean. It's not just America. It's all over the place. There's a crab in the barrel mentality. And that was done on purpose because what they do is oppress a whole group of people and then pick a select few that they allow to not be oppressed. Hell, if I'm at the bottom, I'm gonna grab onto you too, nigga. I'm hungry. I'm stuck. But we gotta get out of that mentality. We gotta get out of that mentality. Okay? Now, that's what I believe. But Tamika Mallory believes something. We'll get to her. I want to address this. I heard about Yvette trying to get y'all to vote down the ballot Democrat. Let me tell you something. That was either for one or two reasons. One, because it benefits her personally as one of the LGBTQs, or she's an agent. Anybody who tell you vote blue no matter who or red until you're dead, they agents. If a person who really want the best for you will never tell you to only vote one way. Period. I don't care what side they own. Vote blue no matter who, vote red till you're dead. They do not have your best interest at heart. Okay? So I'm looking at anybody sideways and I'm getting you up out of my face when you telling me vote down the damn ballot. I'm not voting down the damn ballot for nothing. Hell, I did it when I went and voted for Obama. That was the first and last time I voted, but I was ignorant. You know, back then, Black people said you had to be a Democrat. But you got to vote for what you need and what them people going to give you. So I understand why people think that that lady was being an agent, because it's giving agent to me. And I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what it gives to me. Thank you to them for the super chat. Boo, I think this is a trick. They want FBA to come and not be able to prove they acorn. After they'll say, okay, see, we can't do reparation. It's like we didn't try. Yeah, right. It's not like we didn't try. Listen, and that's my problem with Tyreek. That's my problem with Tyreek. I say it all the time. I feel like Tyreek got my people running in circles, and he's a very charismatic dude. He's funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I've been listening to more Tyreek recently, and I don't even know why. I don't even like the nigga like that. But the nigga is a funny, charismatic dude, but I feel like he got my people running in circles on purpose. That's what I feel like. And you're right. It is going to be for them to get down there and be like, yep, okay, we ready to approve it. Show me where your people were slaves. And 95% of those folks over there on that reparation movement will be left out. Now, let me say that again. 95% of the FBA people fighting for reparations will be left out. You can't bring them no DNA test. You can't do that. You have to show documentation. You can't just say I'm Black. You can't just say my people from Mississippi. Documentation. And 95% of them folks in the FBA movement will be left out in the dust. And that's what I don't like about Tyrese. Tyrese knows about genealogy. Why doesn't he promote it? This is a real question. Tyrese knows all about genealogy. Why doesn't he promote it? If he really was serious about getting his people reparations and making sure they're compensated for the things that really happened, he will be promoting genealogy. He'll make sure, hey, FBA, we got to get that genealogy done. We got to get that done. Because when we go down to these folks, these people going to want to know X, Y, and Z. Have all your receipts ready. You can't go down there empty-handed. You need receipts. That's my biggest gripe with Tariq Nasheed. I don't know if he an agent or not. I ain't gonna lie. It's given the way he came in, he an agent. I ain't gonna lie. It gives me that. It gives me that. I'm not about to hold back. We in a Negro meeting. We can talk over here. He gives me that. But ultimately, I feel like both of them, other than identity, I love that he gave us an identity, or not us, because he didn't give me one. Black Americans now have an identity to look forward to that's only exclusive for them. I'm here. I'm with them for that. I'm going to fight with them against any of the foreigners who coming against that. Now, all the other stuff y'all want to attack, I don't care. But if you're coming against him fighting for what's good for the people, I'm standing behind him 100%. But what I'm saying is they both give agents. I'm sorry. Both of them. He has told people about genealogy, but he should promote it every show. Never know when people come. Exactly. He did it. He said it just to be like, I said it. That's what it's given to me. That's what it's given to me. That's what it's given to me. That's why y'all got to be mindful of these people y'all following. Make your own uninformed decisions or informed decisions. Thank you, Alexis, for the super chat, super sticker. And thank you, Seven, for the super chat. Who cares about Tamika and her conniving ways? Child, let's get into Tamika. I'm glad you brought it up. So Tamika Mallory goes on a Breakfast Club and she's talking about reparations, but she's saying that they got one group, FBA, who wanted strictly for them, and then there's another group that wanted from Africa, all the African diaspora who wanted for all Africans. Bitch, how you gonna do that? That don't even make sense. How can the entire melanated group of people, who they gonna get it from? Who they gonna get it from? I can't stand that bitch, Tamika Mallory, and that funky hoe Yandy Luther the King. Both of them hoes. I can't stand them hoes. Yeah, listen, agents. Allegedly. They give me agents. They give me agents. Let's get into what this hoe had to say. She blowed me, bro. She making no sense. And this is the worst part. People gonna pick that shit up and roll with it. Look.
In fact, one of the reasons why I support Kamala Harris is because I know about the things that she was doing while she was in the Senate and, you know, before she became president. I know about bills that she co-sponsored, bills that she signed, or that she helped write. The George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, when it included ending qualified immunity, which means that you could go after an officer directly. Like, these are things that she's been involved in, supporting the study for I don't know why people.
Pause. Did any George Floyd stuff pass? Did we get any? I didn't pay attention because I thought the whole George Floyd thing was a joke, but I didn't want to say nothing at the time because black people was buku sensitive. But did any put it in the chat just for my essay? Did any of the George Floyd stuff pass? Because she always talking about she involved with this and involved with that. Bitch, she in there right now. Why she ain't doing all that now then? See, these people be lying. They be gaslighting too. Look.
People keep saying that the woman is not for reparations. I have heard her say over and over again.
She said it here on Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I don't understand. She said she supports it. The thing is, there are many different people out here that see reparations differently, right? There are people, you got the ADOS folks, which is the American descendants of slaves. They have their concept of the fact that reparations should only be going to people who are American citizens. Then you have people who come from a more of a mindset of the diaspora, which includes people from all over the world globally who are Black or African receiving reparations. I fall in that category because
how does that work? You see, what Tamika is saying is everybody who have melanated skin come together and go get reparations. From who? You can't be saying America. And I hate to feel like I'm even taking up for these lizards and these damn reptilians over here. But girl, them people don't owe the bill to everybody in the world. They don't. They don't. So how they gonna do that, Tamika? Tamika, see, bitch, you can't even sell the Cadillac like the commercial you was in. How they gonna do that? You can't just be saying shit out the side of your neck. In New Orleans, we call it talking out the side of your neck. Tamika on here talking out the side of her neck. How is it that you gonna get on here and say then there's another reparations movement where all people in the diaspora come together and we get reparations as a group? From who? Duck, duck, goose? Huh? This ain't. Listen, this is all done by design. Them folks sent Tamika Mallory on here to the Breakfast Club to number one, cape for Scamala, number one. Number two, muddy the reparations conversation. This woman coming on here talking about a diasporic reparations movement completely muddies the conversation around reparations. Now, even if she is not Acorn, even if she's not a Black American and she come from somewhere else, anybody with common sense knows that that is impossible. It's impossible. It's almost like if my next door neighbor robbed me and when I go on vacation, and he can take it, it's all insured, come get it. But it's almost like if my next door neighbor robbed me and I'm watching it on the camera from Antigua. And then when I get back home, I call 911 and 911 go over there and say, hey man, you robbed this girl, you got to go to jail. And you got to pay her back for all of the stuff you stole. If the neighbor who live on the other side of me come back and be like, well, I feel like I deserve it too because he need to pay me too because I remember I got robbed in 1996. And then the lady down the street said, well, I got robbed in 2005. And then the lady across the street said, well, I just got robbed the other day. So I feel like if he gonna pay her, he need to pay all of us. That's literally what the way it looks to me. What the fuck you talking about, Tamika? A damn diasporic reparations movement? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? How in the hell, listen to me, how in the entire F is Tamika Mallory going to even put it on paper, let alone put it in the movement? How do you even put that, how do you write that down and put the steps of that shit down? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. That was done on purpose to water down, to muddy the reparations argument. Listen, watch. Mark my word. They call me Prophetess Vu. Well, I gave myself that name. I ain't gonna lie. Don't nobody call me that. I call me that. Listen, they call me Prophetess Vu. Mark my word. See, after she done put that seed out there on the Breakfast Club, watch them people start talking about a diasporic reparations. And then when the FBA people come back and be like, but we want our reparations, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Watch the people be like, well, they saying it's a whole big movement. Y'all got to go talk to them. Watch. They're not even going to want to hear the FBA movement at some point. Watch. They're not going to want to hear y'all because all of these motherfuckers coming over here and listen. When they first come here, when they first allow Black people from the diaspora to come over here, that was done by design too. Y'all think that we just fought for them to come and, you know, and we just wanted them to be here. So they came and we was all gonna sing Kumbaya and be together and walk into the sunset. No, duck, duck, goose. If you believe that, then you believe Martin Luther King really cared about the niggas he was so-called desegregating. If you believe that. If you believe that the government let these Negroes in from other places because he just wanted us all to be a Black and brown coalition type shit, you foolish and a new age fool. Listen, they brought them in to muddy down the people, the Black Americans who were here. They bought them in to distract. They bought them in to mess up your bloodlines. They bought, because they know we gonna procreate. They know we gonna procreate. They bought them in to completely co-opt all your shit. That's what they did. Now, the people, most of them didn't know that's why they were here. They were just coming because they wanted to come to America. Who don't want to come to America? But it happened naturally because, like I said, them people been studying us. Them people been studying us. That's perfect, Tisha. How can you, exactly. How can you tell them apart? That way they stay confused. Why you think we just now figuring out that we are specific from other blacks in the world? Remember 5 years ago? Hell, 5 years ago, Tyrese was over there hollering Pan-African. Remember? 5 weeks ago, Tyrese was over there saying we are African and we Pan-African. That was done by design. So if they can put the people here by design, you don't think them folks ain't tapped Tamika on her shoulder and say, get out there on that interview and say this. And like a puppet, the puppet that they are, yes, sir, I sure will. And here comes Tamika with this dumbass opinion about reparations. Let me run her back a bit.
The ADOS folks, sure, which is the American descendants of slaves, they have their concept of the fact that reparations should only be going to people who are American citizens. Then you have people who come from a more of a mindset of the diaspora, which includes people from all over the world globally who are Black or African receiving reparations. I fall in that category because this is how I was raised. Dr. Benjamin Johaka and others who taught us about reparations from a global perspective, that we must see Africans around the world as part of our liberation. And
why you think whoever the Dr. Ben Cuckold, whatever his last name is, why you think he taught her that? Remember, we are in a time that Joker Kane, whatever his name is, I don't know the nigga name. He was an op, whoever he was. He dead, he should be. But look, why you think he passed that jewel down to her and probably a lot of other people? Because we don't want them to self-identify and have their own thing. We need to muddy this water. We need to, it was all on that Pan-African diaspora shit that really don't exist. Oh, sound about right. She said Dr. Ben from Jamaica. That's there it go. There it go. There it go. That's all done by design. So now she on here talking about, I was taught by Dr. Ben, and he said that we should be on a diasporic reparations thing because we need to worry about everybody. No, we don't. Because this is the thing. What them people know is they got a debt to pay around this entire world. I'm talking about every corner of the world. But the biggest debt is paid to the people of this land. That's why they keep howling this Pan-Africa this, Pan-Africa that. Pan-Africa. You and them the same. You and her the same. You and her the same. That's why they keep doing that. But I'm going to let her finish because we got to get to the Civil War.
And so there are different people who have different concepts. And in her mind, she said, something about like checks. She didn't think that you could just give people cash and let that be the end. There has to be a study that you can. Some people feel that's all it should be. So there's what you call a meeting of the minds. Sure. But just because I might be in the ADOS pot or this or that doesn't mean I don't support reparations. How we do it,
what it looks like,
is what we do.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. If you a Black American on here, if you are on here and you a Black American, the old saying goes, sweep in front of your own front porch before you come over here messing with mine. If I'm not good, I can't help nobody else. They're going to call this divisive, but y'all know there's zero fucks on the inside of me to give. If you a Black American and you speaking to anybody outside of Black America about reparations, you a new age fool. You a new age fool. You need to control and deal with things inside of your community first. I can't help the lady next door if my house is not in order. Once I get my house in order, then we'll discuss anything that I have left to deal with anybody else. But what Tamika is doing is pushing this narrative of this diasporic reparations movement to muddy your fight for cash-based reparations. Let me say this again. What she's doing is muddying your fight. She's trying to make it obsolete. Make it so where there's so many people who on the side of the diasporic reparations. It's gonna be some Black Americans too. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. To where it muddies the conversation around your cash-based reparations. That's just what it is, and that too is done by design. But again, there's only one way you can go about reparations that is ironclad. If you're capable of doing it, and that is through your genealogy. When you start realizing them people stole 100 acres of land from your folks, when you start realizing them people stole money, and your people had money down at the Freedmen's Bank, and they stole that too. When you start realizing them people was paying your granny $10 a week when they should have been paying her $150 a week or whatever the case. When you start realizing your granny was one of them women who was given a hysterectomy without her knowing, because that went on for a long time in the South. Let's talk about it. Fannie Lou Hamer went in for a leg problem and they gave her a full-on hysterectomy. You want money? There's so many ways you can get your money. If you do you realize through your genealogy, you could find out that your family come from a thriving town that owned a bank or owned a business or owned this and on. You want your reparations? Because see, over here, what they talking about with this cash base, that's a muddy water. I'm telling you right now. That's a muddy. That water so muddy you can't see through it. Listen, I'm not saying don't do the cash base. Do it. I'm here for it. But you on an uphill fight. You are fighting an uphill battle with that because they are trying every damn thing to muddy that conversation. That's why they sent Tamika out here. Because that's about to be the new wave, the diaspora reparations. Watch. Let them people do what they're doing over there for the people who going after your check. Stick with each other. Do your genealogy and go with your paperwork. Go with your receipts so them folks can't tell you nothing. Period, perm blank. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because I don't want to be the dead horse. But Tamika Mallory ain't nothing. She ain't worth shit. She ain't shit. Now, let's move on. Let's get to the Civil War. All right. Did y'all know that we are witnessing the beginning of a civil war? Did you guys know that? I want to see if you guys knew that. Did you guys know that we are witnessing the beginning of a civil war? Okay. So it's funny because I was braiding my hair and I was watching the movie on my phone, Civil War. And I watched it, to be honest, because I just need something to look at. But from time to time, I was like watching it, but not watching it, but I could still hear it. You know what I mean? And I watched this movie called Civil War. Let me get it up here. Are y'all familiar with this? Hold on. Are you guys familiar with this movie, Civil War? It was on Prime Video. And in this movie, remember, I'm braiding and watching, but braiding too. So if I might have missed something that I seen or should have seen, forgive me. I probably have to watch it again. They tell you everything you need to know through a movie. Entertainment and movies. They tell you everything you need to know through entertainment and movies. Now, peep this movie. Just came out in April. So in this movie, the movie starts off, this lady is watching these people have civil unrest. They shooting people. They shooting each other. They literally at war in the streets. And there's this little girl. This little girl is watching the lady. Now, the lady is a part of the press. She's the person who's documenting all of the things that's going on. And I guess there was some like unwritten rule that, hey, y'all can shoot each other, but leave the press alone. But it had people who didn't give a damn about that rule. And they told the press, hey, you can go document these wars, but if you get popped, that's on you. So boom. Long story short, because somebody said no spoilers. Okay, Celine, I'm not going to get no spoilers. Long story short, they are trying to get to DC, but before they get there, these two Asian dudes who work with them down at press, for the press, they find them, follow them, and they go off in two separate cars. In one car, the Asian dude and the little girl is in the car because they swap cars. And the little girl and the Asian dude go this way, and then the other Asian is riding with the other clear people, and they go that way. Long story short, there's an old black man with him too. Long story short, they go behind, the lady was like, we got to go get this little girl. So she goes find the people, and she realized that a group of people have taken them from the car at gunpoint. Mind you, this is a clear little girl and an Asian boy. So he have them on their knees, and then the other people find them. So they come up and like, hey, what's going on? Remember, it's two clear people and an Asian. So it's two clear people and the Asian coming up on the little girl and the other Asian. So boom, they come up on this man, and the man was like, his only question was, she was like, I'll give you money. He was like, I don't care about money. His only question to that lady was, where are you from? So he asked the little girl first, where are you from? She was scared shitless. She was shitting her pants damn near. She couldn't believe it. There's a whole lake of dead bodies right here, right? So he's like, where are you from? And she wouldn't talk because she was scared. He was like, where are you from? So she finally said she's from, I want to say Colorado. So then he looks at the Asian dude and said, where are you from? And before the Asian could answer, he shoots him. Boom. So now the ladies and they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So then he turned to the lady, the clear lady. He said, where you from? And she said, I'm from Oregon. I'm just giving you a state. He asked the clear man, where you from? He said, I'm from here. And he said, okay. And then he looks at the Asian that was with that clear woman. Yeah, what kind of American are you? That's what he asked. Yes, thank you, Amber. You seen it. You seen it. He was asking, what kind of American are you? He wasn't saying where you from. He was saying, what kind of American are you? And at first, it like, called me off. What the fuck you mean? What kind of American? So when he got to the Asian, the other Asian, he said, what kind of American are you? And the Asian couldn't speak. He was crying. And he said, what kind of American are you? When that man said Hong Kong, he shot that man in the head. Now, why is this important? He let the clear people live. Well, he was about to probably kill them too, but the old man ended up coming in and saving the day. But listen, on site, he shot the two Asians and let the clear people live. I don't believe it had anything to do with race. I believe it had everything to do with immigrants. Let me tell you why. Because all of it's 5 people here in total. If you really want to kill everybody, you could have just did it. But he killed the Asians off the cuff. Now, I found that to be interesting because I'm like, dang, he just killed the Asian people. And I'm thinking, first of all, this is my first thought. Cracker, you a foreigner too. What you mean? How you gonna ask what kind of American are you, nigga? What kind of American are you? Where your people come from? Because y'all not from here. They all doggone foreigners. That's what I'm thinking. Y'all know me. I go over the top. But they said the scene is on YouTube. Listen, but there you go. If y'all want to go check it out. But I noticed he killed the immigrants, but he didn't kill the white people. Now, why is that important? Why would this clear man go to war and want to kill these immigrants? And I thought about what's happening today. Remember Ann Coulter did that video talking about Black Americans need to wake up because they're giving all your resources, the set aside that was put for you, they're giving it to the immigrants. I be listening to Tariq Nasheed on his call-in shows. I always hear clear people coming on Tariq talking about why you don't ever talk about the Jews. And at first I was just like, yeah, because Tariq know he getting paid by him. I ain't gonna lie, that's what I was thinking. But then I started to think about it. Why do clear people want Tariq to fight for them? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck Tariq Nasheed gonna do? Like, and they really was like, they had one clear man called and was like, we need to work together. We need to work together. And I've never heard clear people speak like this, right? So I'm saying to myself, what make the clear people all of a sudden want to work with us? They are some of the people who are suffering too. They are some of the people, they are being affected by this thing more than we are. Let's talk about it. That they are more affected by these people than we are. And look, I'm so glad you say this, Sha said, I'm in those nationalist circles, many blacks in it. You know how I know you're not lying? Because one of the wars they were fighting in the movie, they had black and white people fighting against the other people. You get it? But neither here nor there. You're right. That's what I'm saying. You're right. It ain't about skin color. It wasn't about skin color. It was about immigrant. It was about status. So look, I was like, why don't folks keep running up on Tyrese? Because Tyrese got motion right now. He do. The fact is, whether I agree with him or not on a lot of things, that boy got motion right now. So it made me think of the movie, and it made me think of what's going on right now. And I'm starting to realize the so-called Americans that we have here are starting to feel like they have to be on defense against these immigrants that were done by design and put into place by the government. And I was saying they keep putting out, because when I Googled it to see what platform to watch it on, I realized they have released a Civil War movie like 3-4 times. This ain't the first time. So what are they trying to tell us? If you pay attention to entertainment, if you really watch with that third eye, you're going to realize that they tell you what's going to happen through the movie. A lot of people say The Simpsons predict things. They don't predict a motherfucking thing. They just write a script in a cartoon form, baby. I told y'all, life don't imitate art. Art imitates life. That means art comes first, then the life. That's why when you go on TikTok, that's why when you log into these social medias, you see everybody following like sheep, doing the same thing, because they know how to make you, they know what's going to happen. They already know what the fuck going on. But I found that in this movie, those Americans were trying to get to DC, and there was a black woman who was leading the group. There was a black woman, a black American woman, who was leading the group to go up to this president. The president had been giving them threatening messages throughout the whole movie. Y'all niggas, like, just like Luke told us, y'all got till sundown to come back to America. That's what the president kept saying. Y'all got to this time to come back to America. Y'all got to that time to come back to America, because the South, states in the South had completely seceded from the Americas. Listen, South America, I want to say, or North America. South Carolina or North Carolina. One of the Carolinas seceded. Obviously, Texas, Florida. You know what I'm saying? It was some state that was like, fuck you, America. Y'all niggas doing too much. We gonna take care of our own shit. And in that, the Americans were fighting the government. But long story short, they get to the president. They throw a decoy in there, but they get to the president and they end up killing the president. But before they kill him, the press guy was like, hey, what are your last words, your final words? And he was like, please don't kill me. And then they shot him. Why is this important? Why would the people want to kill the president? Who are the people allowing these borders to be ran through like this? The president. Now, let's tie this in here. Hold on. Because I want to add this up. Now, let's think of real life. That was the movie. Let's go with real life. Now, in real life, we have a crap ton of illegal immigrants all over the place, right? And these illegal immigrants are ransacking through some of the towns. Now, it's small towns right now. It ain't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, it will be a big deal, because right now it's just one, Aurora, maybe, Chicago. I heard something, but at some point, it's going to spread, because the people are still coming to this day. Pay attention to this. Watch this.
Complex. Well, what's going on here, Kaylee, is exactly what it looks like. This gang has taken over several complexes in Aurora. Our mayor, Mike Kaufman, was on a program earlier on Fox this afternoon, and he said definitively 3 properties have been taken over by this gang. I do believe it's actually more than that, but this is what they're doing. They are patrolling these complexes with guns. They go in, they beat up the staff, they hold guns to their heads, staff flees, And as far as local law enforcement, I believe at this point that this is far beyond any one local law enforcement agency taking this on. And we need our state and federal partners to step in at this point. Well, what's going on here, Kaylee, is exactly what it looks like.
Hold on.
This gang has taken over.
Hold on, there's more.
To a school. The superintendent for the Humboldt district tried to board a school bus this morning while it was traveling to a school. The superintendent for the Humboldt del Zura Union School District informed parents of that incident earlier today. It happened at one of the stops on the school district's bus route that heads to Oak Grove Middle School and Humboldt Primary. Meanwhile, yesterday afternoon, in a similar area along another route, the superintendent says that a group of migrants tried to stop another bus. Border Patrol, CHP, and the Sheriff's Office have now been informed of these incidents. The superintendent says that for the safety of everyone, if a driver sees a group of migrants at a bus stop, they will drive past it and move on to the next. Tried to board a school bus this morning while it was traveling.
Hold on. I know this is unorganized, but follow me. I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to get to a point. Hold on. Give me a second. It says 3 Venezuelan migrants posed as Amazon workers to break in a house. Look. Y'all caught that? Hold on.
What's going on with like Aurora, Colorado? It's super scary because these Venezuela gangs just came in and completely took over an apartment complex, leaving all these people homeless. The people with authority are not doing anything. They will not do anything. They have tried to contact them. They're like, nope, we're not touching that. What are we supposed to do when we live in the U.S.? So what's happened is these gangs have shown up. They have lots of GU, and I'm talking like military grade. And they stand outside these complexes. No one's allowed to go in. Only their people can go in and out. One of the buildings, it's unlivable right now. They gave it back to the landlord, just completely trashed. They've been robbing stores that sell these GU, can't say that on here. They've been robbing jewelry stores. They collect the rent from the people because they still are supposed to pay the rent, but the rent's not going anywhere. So it's like, this is scary because Colorado is definitely more of a central state. So if you don't think something fishy is going to go on before election, you need to, I don't even care where you get your news source. That is scary because if they can go to Colorado and take over not one, but several apartment complexes and get away with it, what else do you think they can do? So keep your head on a swivel. I think things are going to get really, really fishy before election. Who knows what's going to happen? We definitely need a president with a backbone and one that shuts our borders. Because if my aunt had to come over here legally, they all should have to also. That's my Monday rant.
Admission of a foreigner. If her aunt had to come over here legally, they should too. Hold on. That's just them. They got some gangs. Look at these gangs. Look how they dress, the gang members. Look how they.
No.
Look how they dress. That's the gang members. No, that's the police. That's the police. They was coming out after the gangs. I'm sorry. Let me show you one more. Hold on.
Seeing it everywhere. I'm a mom. Some of my friends are moms too, and it's gotten so bad to the point we don't even want to take our kids to the park without being in a group. And even in a group, we have to make sure that someone has a taser. We have some type of like pepper spray. We have to have some type of protection. Me, I don't mess with guns. That's just personally me because guns, they scare me. So it's just like, I don't know. We need to figure out something because like, I'm not going to lie. This is terrifying. And I understand they're coming here for a better life. But at the same time, is this life getting any better when you're bringing what was there here? I don't know. We need to figure something out because literally me and my son are too scared to even go to a playground.
Hold on. I got more. I just was reposting them so I could show y'all. Watch this dude.
If I told you this was happening in 2024, would you believe me? Let me tell you how crazy this is. In Aurora, Colorado, there's a Venezuelan gang that has taken over 2 apartment buildings. I kid you not. The landowner has contacted the local authorities. They said there's nothing they can do about it. That's squatter laws, bro. I kid you not. Look this up. Number 2, he went to the FBI. They said there's nothing they can do. And he even went to the marshals, y'all. And this Venezuelan gang has taken over the apartment building. They're charging the tenants inside rent money like they're the landlords. Meanwhile, the real landlord can't get these people evicted.
Did y'all catch that? He said they went to the FBI, Homeland Security. They went to all of them places and nobody doing nothing. Let me run them back.
Marshals, y'all.
Hold on.
In this Venezuela.
Let me run them back because a lot of people, I seen those comments in the question. Where's the National Guard? Where's the FBI? Look.
Nothing they can do about it. That's squatter laws, bro. I kid you not. Look this up. Number 2, he went to the FBI. They said there's nothing they can do. And he even went to the marshals, y'all. And this Venezuelan gang has taken over the apartment building. They're charging the tenants inside rent money like they're the landlords. Meanwhile, the real landlord can't get these people evicted. All the people that's leaving the apartment buildings, as soon as they leave, these Venezuelan gang members are just moving in more gang members to a point where they are taking over the building with guns. It's no more security there. Like, look this up right now. And this is exactly what I was talking about like 2 weeks ago. Oh, not even 2 weeks ago on a couple of my videos. This is what they want. Attack within. Y'all better stay safe. Y'all better stay safe. This is what they want. For the country to be attacked from within. Black people versus the brown people. Let them fight it out. You see what I'm saying? Y'all better stay safe. It's getting crazy out here because it's going to get to a point where it's going to start affecting you. You may not live in Aurora, Colorado, but the fact that it's happening, man, this is crazy. Y'all better stay safe. Man. I've been seeing videos about the same Venezuelan people be in the stores looking to kidnap people and child trafficking. It's going to shambles. And y'all telling me Trump ain't needed? And y'all telling me Trump ain't needed? Come on now. Go look this shit up. This shit ain't no joke, bro. They're literally securing the area with guns. They're not even like, it's crazy. It's getting crazy. Stay prepared. TTG.
Venezuelans is taking over. They just jacked them? Oh, me. These niggas is out here tripping. Bro, damn, they done made a mess of shit.
Nigga, y'all are on bullshit out here. That is on bullshit.
Oh, shit. What the? Yeah, there's.
Now, why is this important? Why is this important? I've seen a few questions and I want to address. People was like, where they getting the guns from? The same place our black teens was getting them from to shoot each other in the head. The same place crack came from. Do with that information as you please. That's where they get the guns from. These are military grade guns. Remember the black kids was over there getting the military grade guns and we were like, what are they getting these from? Same place crack came from. Add 2 and 2. Next. Somebody asked, where's the FBI? Where's the National Guard? I told y'all about a week or so ago, I said, the local police has been, I'm only spoken on the police in New Orleans because the black people in New Orleans were bitching about how these people get to have these permits to do X, Y, and Z, but y'all on our neck. A local police officer in New Orleans said that they were specifically told not to mess with the migrants. Don't touch them. Don't fuck with them. Leave them be. So if that was told on the local level, you think it wasn't told on a national or a federal level? So when you say, where's the National Guard? The governor has already been given his orders, and he's already sent them down the pike. National Guard leader, your ass need to stand down. FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, Marshall, all of these people, everybody is sitting back, because remember, they're not affected by this. Us, the regular folk, is affected by this. So when the boys say, I think they just want us to fight it out, the blacks against the browns, I feel him that. I told y'all a week ago they want us to implode, not explode. They wanted to implode from the beginning, from the inside, I'm sorry. So I go back to that movie since I got it on the front of my head. In the movie, the people that these Americans were sniping and fighting against, the white boy, the clear man, was like, who is that you're fighting? And he said, I don't know. I can't see. And I'm wondering, like, well, what y'all fighting for if you don't know who you're fighting? And it made sense. Remember, they implied throughout the whole movie that it was immigrants that we were battling. You know what I mean? But when the clear man was fighting against these people, and it was clear and black people alike, it was clear in black people alike, they were fighting against these people who they could not see, but they know. He said, I don't know who they is, but they are a good shot. Why is this important? Trump said, when we were so happy that Scammler was ski-weeing in the office, Trump said they not letting the good people come over here. They emptying the jails, and they letting the horrible people come over here to mess up America. He said it, but people don't like Trump. So when he said, niggas close their ears. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Trump told y'all that they letting people out of jails and prisons and sending them to America. He told y'all that. Y'all didn't want to hear it because you don't like them. I don't care who you vote for. Put that on the side. Trump told y'all that them people is letting all the most horrible criminals out of their jails and out of their prisons to come over to America. He said it. Now, in the movie, the man said something that was super important. He said, I don't know who it is, but whoever it is, they are a really good shot. That tells me whoever's shooting on the other end is what? Trained. That's trained snipers, girl. That's trained people. That ain't no nigga. That ain't no skim milk. They put a gun in their hand. No, baby. That was trained folks. Now, why is this important? I just showed you a few clips of what's going on in Aurora, Colorado. I know how Negroes think. That's between Colorado and them people. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay, coming to a city near you. Just wait on it. But neither here nor there. Why is this important? I go back to Tyreek on his live, and I go back to the clear people keep calling in trying to get Tyreek on a team. Girl, one clear boy called in and was like, how do we get you to sit down with the Republicans? We want to work with you guys. Ally. And I have never in my life seen clear people ask black Negroes to do anything with them. I've been on this earth 41 years. I have never in my days seen clear people asking Negroes to work with them on nothing. If anything, they'll give you the illusion of y'all working together, but they really just taking your money and all of that. But I've never seen, like, I'm talking about this clear man was I'm gonna go find that clip and we're gonna talk about it. Not today though, but hey, we really need you, Tyrese. How can we get you to sit down with Trump? Have you talked to this? Have you did that? We can help you with reparations. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this shit is weird. And at first I thought they was trying to get him on the Jew shit, but then I started realizing these people really want Tyreek to help with them. And I said, what the fuck is Tyreek? What the fuck Tyreek gonna do? It's bigger than Tyreek. Tyreek got motion. It's bigger than Tyreek. Tyreek got a following of black Americans who fuck with him. If Tyreek say we fucking with these people, them people who follow Tyreek gonna fuck with these people. So this is why a lot of clear people be calling into Tyreek's show trying to work on some ally shit. Back to the movie. In the movie, I didn't see the other Civil Wars, but I did see this one. But in this particular movie, the clear man killed the Asians because the man said he was from Hong Kong. As soon as he said Hong Kong, shot him in the head. In the movie, they're at a civil war. States seceded from the United States. And this man don't know who he's shooting at, But both of them are snipers, and whoever shooting back at him is a damn good shot. Okay, so this ain't no regular everyday Joe Schmo he's shooting against, right? And it's like literal fucking war. It's literal fucking war in the streets. Now they had places in America who wasn't affected, and them people was living their lives like that shit. That's on y'all. That's literally what they were doing. But look, in the end, they end up getting into the White House, killing his press secretary and killing him as well. And I said, well, if you start looking and peeling back the layers of what this movie was about, and then you think about what's going on today, it's the president that opened up the borders and letting all these folks up in here. It's a lot of immigrants that's starting their shit. They coming over here with these military grade guns who was given to them. They didn't find them. Somebody say they and watch the news, because see, the news is don't listen to. Believe 10% of what you hear on the news. Because see, on the news, they showed them robbing a gun store at one point. And they keep putting out, they rob gun stores. That's so you won't think that somebody gave them the guns. Girl, they ain't robbed no goddamn gun stores. Them guns was given to them, just like they gave them to our babies. Okay, so pay attention to the news, but watch them motherfuckers. But not here and there. Listen, I'm going somewhere. I'm cooking. I'm trying to cook. In the movie, they were fighting against unknown people and they were killing immigrants, and they ended up killing the president. In real life, the president got immigrants coming over here now, they going west. Them essays is running around here going through apartment complexes, robbing people, acting like they Amazon workers. They don't speak it in no English. It's a whole lot going on. And then in real life, Tariq got clear people calling into his show every single fucking night, trying to work with Tariq. Oh, I really appreciate what you're doing, Tariq. And I said, I have never seen in all my years. The last time I seen white people be this nice to niggas is when George Floyd died. It was awkward and it was weird, but it didn't feel like this. This one feels a little different. This one feels a bit different. This one feels a bit different. It's almost like a sense of desperation coming from these clear folk. Black American people live for the day. If you lucky, you can find a nigga who live for the weekend. Let me say that again on my Umar shit. Black American people live for today. We are entertained. We are distracted, girl. We just having fun, girl. We just trying to pay these bills. And if you lucky, you might find some niggas that live for the weekend. White people have always been strategic in every fucking thing they do. That's why gentrification happened and niggas don't be knowing what the fuck going on. That's why white people know when and when not to buy homes, because they understand the market and they predict that shit. They predict it because they play chess. Nigga, we don't even play checkers. We be around here playing hopscotch. So with that being said, the new movie dropped. Real life is matching the art. Because remember, the saying is art imitates life. Life is imitating art. They put it in the movie. Y'all niggas, and like me and I used to be, we just watched the movie. Oh, this was a good movie. Ain't take nothing from it. Ain't take nothing from it. But here we go. Remember, the elite and the rich people, they're not going to be affected by this. They're already prepared. We the ones that's not prepared. So with that being said, when that boy said, I believe they want the black and brown people to fight it out, they do. They absolutely do. Just like they did in this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, it's on Prime. It was like $4.99 to rent it. It's worth the $5, girl. Go watch it. Go watch it. It's worth $5. Y'all spend $5 on all type of stuff. Go watch this damn movie. It's $5 to rent it, girl. You can keep it for like 14 days. Go watch the movie, girl, on Amazon Prime. But if y'all don't start paying attention to what's going on, Black Americans will be caught with their pants down. And we can't even depend on our so-called gangs, because to be completely honest, per capita and by and large, Black American gangs are some bitch ass niggas. They scared to death of a white man. They terrified of a white man, even one that's gonna shoot them. They'd rather die and get shot than to shoot back, but let it be a nigga. If it's a nigga, they ride at dawn. But they some bitches. We can't even depend on them. I remember during COVID, while everybody was running around here trying to run up to the stores to get toilet paper, I still don't understand that. But it's trendy. I know what it is. They put that shit on TikTok and all niggas ran. I didn't buy no toilet paper. And I actually ran out about a week into it. And I was mad because I couldn't find them. But neither here nor there. Listen, while Americans were out running buying toilet paper, the white boys in Georgia had lines outside the gun store. I know I own several weapons. And I ended up going in there to look at one and realize the line to check out was literally out the fucking door. Right? Now I'm in Georgia. So even the black Georgians, the country boys, they got a bunch of guns too. Georgians, I don't know what Georgia is. It's like Georgia and Texas love their guns. You know what I'm saying? So they got niggas out here with their guns too. But listen, I'm watching these people, the masses go buy toilet paper, and I'm watching these clear people buy guns. And I'm saying, well, what the fuck? They know that the people buying toilet paper don't know. Nigga, this is a virus. You act like we about to turn into zombies or something. What do the people at the gun shop know that the people in the toilet paper line don't know? Yeah. Listen, this is how I know you ain't lying about the ammo shortage. Because when I was talking to the man about buying another gun, the other guy was trying to get ammo. The white boy next to me was trying to get ammo, and the people was like, "Okay, but we have to minimize how much you can get because them crackers was coming in there buying ammo by the boatloads." Do you hear me? They was coming in there buying wagons full of fucking ammo. So I know you ain't lying. I know you ain't lying. You ain't got to tell me. And then they ran out. Hell, the dude who was talking to me about guns was talking about, because he was letting me hold all type of ARs and all type of M16, all type of shit, all type of assault rifles that I ain't never even seen. And he was talking about how, and he had 2 guns on him. He keeps that on him every day. And he was talking about, I was like, Lord, is it a zombie apocalypse? Like laughing, joking, kikiing? And he was like, you never know. He said, but I know me and my family are prepared. I said, well, shit, I'm out here by myself. This before I met my old man. I said, I'm out here by myself. If something pop up, you gonna let me come over there? He was like, yeah. It's just you? I said, yeah. He was like, yeah, you can come over. The white boy gave me his phone number and everything. I swear to God. I'm making jokes and laughing. The white boy dead serious. I'm making jokes and laughing. The white boy dead serious. So why is this important? We so busy being distracted, entertained, and all of this, and them people giving us the script. The Simpsons don't predict a motherfucking thing. They just give you the script, and then you see it play out in real life. But people are so used to reading left to right that they don't realize that sometimes you need to decode that and go right to left, because the Simpsons are not predicting a motherfucking thing. They just giving you the script that they already had written. All the Simpsons is doing is giving you a depiction of what your future is going to be. But we look at it and think they predict it. They ain't no motherfucking psychics. They ain't got no glass ball. These movies and this entertainment tell you every single thing you need to know as it pertains to what is going to happen. We cannot ignore the migrants. We cannot ignore the politics right now, because I hate politics. I swear I hate it. But I cannot ignore it. If I ignore it, I'm going to be caught off guard. We cannot ignore politics. We cannot ignore the migrants. We cannot ignore what is really going on every single day, even on social media. At some point in time, I need you guys to do me a favor. Log out of the gossip and log out of the bullshit and just take 30 minutes of your day and go see what the fuck going on, because we about to get caught off guard. And it's going to be the very few Black Americans who realize, fuck it, we might have to get some allies with these clears, and we might have to go to war, whatever. And it is going to be what it is going to be. But even in that situation, Black Americans, y'all better make sure you put yourself first. But there's a reason why Rashida from Love and Hip Hop was trending for 3 days straight. Now, I review that show. Rashida ain't even that important, but bitch, every time I went on Twitter, Rashida, she was trending for 3 days straight behind Kirk cheating again. And I was like, what the fuck? And then when I go into Twitter, it's a completely different atmosphere than when I go into Instagram. On Instagram, we talking about ladies and why I broke up with my husband and why you shouldn't get a BBL. It's a bunch of bullshit on Instagram. But my Twitter feed is political. So with that being said, this Civil War thing right here, y'all better start paying attention because you're going to get caught with your pants down. And after you get caught with your pants down, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. It's literally going to be too late. The migrants is coming. We are at the beginning and on the brinks of an actual fucking civil war. Allegedly. I believe we are on the brinks of a civil war. Now, it may not happen in the next 5-10 years, or it may happen before this election. Who knows? I tell y'all, every day I get on here, go take your $40 out the bank. When y'all go to Walmart and they say you want cash back, take 20 that, take that out of them. Because we already know once the internet go down, your cars ain't gonna be worth a dime. We've been through that before. We already know once the internet goes down, your cards ain't gonna be worth a dime. I tell y'all, take your little money out, go get you some non-perishable items. I don't give a damn if they expire, girl. We done ate expired food growing up all our life. Keep that shit. Don't throw away them canned goods because they say it expired. Keep that shit. Okay? Start doing things in small increments so that you can protect yourself. And most importantly, keep your ear to the goddamn street because shit about to go haywire. And niggas gonna be so busy hollering, give me my money. And so demure. Y'all niggas gonna be doing that. And by the time they realize the war going on, they already be getting hit in the back of the head with a blicky. Now, with that being said, I'm about to dip up out of here and go get my nails and my feet done before Educational Friday tonight. I'm about to hit up top. Top Cat's gonna be on tonight, 5 o'clock. Make sure y'all pull up. And yeah, keep your head on a swivel, like that black boy said. Keep your motherfucking head on a swivel. Y'all better learn how to take that entertainment in doses and log out of that bullshit and go see what the fuck going on. Look around. They got immigrants all over, illegal immigrants all over America. They ain't just in Aurora, Colorado. They ain't just in Chicago. They ain't just in New York. They everywhere. And all these political people and all these police is standing down acting like what's happening ain't happening. Hell, the New York mayor was like, oh, it's not like that. The president was like, it's not like that. They lying. Because they want you to get caught off guard. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all down to the ground. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, KB, for the super chat. You should interview Marcel Dixon. He prefers Freedmen Bureau. He's running against Clyburn in South Carolina. He's independent. His family land was stolen. He wants land and bond. He explains it better than me. I've been paying attention to him. I really have. I like him. I've been paying attention to him. I really do like him. I don't know if he would let me interview him, but if he would, that would be dope. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you, KB. Thank you, MOB, for the super chat. Boo, it still won't let me give subs, and I got an Android. I don't know what's going on. It's letting me do it. Well, no, it ain't letting me. It's letting me give super chats. I might have to fix the settings. I'm going to fix it for next time. Congratulations again, MOB. Philly John, thank you for the super chat. I'm late, but happy Friday. Boo, congrats, MOB. Yes, happy Friday. I love y'all down to the ground. I got to go, y'all. Y'all know I'm going on vacation. I got to get ready, girl. I got to get ready to go where you can see through the water, okay? Love y'all down to the ground. I'm about to Joce y'all up out of here, and I will see you guys 5 o'clock over here on the channel. Love y'all. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up! Come on, Blaze up!
It's a beat for me!
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live! For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
How you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.